So yeah. Anyways, where were we?
You're telling me about Ryan Coogler, Sinners,
Coogler. Right. So you
Fruitvale.
told me that story, and then I guess something must have started coming up on my internet or whatever. But I ended up at that video that he posted. Did we talk about this? The video that he posted talking about uh different ways to shoot film with like, oh, okay, you got to watch this video. It's like a 10-minute video on YouTube now. I don't know where it was originally, but he just explains his thought process or just different aspects of shooting video in different types of form. So if it's shot in IMAX, if it's shot in whatever, like the different, the different lines on the screen, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with it, right? But he explained it in a way that was like, okay, I get it. And then the whole point of that is Sinners is his mind, the additional, the gooder part of Sinners is that he manipulates film or the thing with that as well, because some scenes are in because you have to go in IMAX, they say, or he says you have to go in IMAX. All right, so some scenes are in IMAX, some scenes are in whatever the next one is, widescreen, call it whatever it is. And then as I'm watching, so that's why I wanted to go, because number one, somebody asked me, I was getting my haircut, and he asked me, what type of movie is it? Because we just booked tickets. Let's go watch The Sinners. And I was like, I don't know. You guys, he's like, do you see the trailer? I'm like, no, I saw this video. I saw this guy. And, Coogler started to clip back. It's like, oh, right, Black Panther or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't really know who he was before. Like you said, even when you were talking about Fruitvale, I heard about Fruitvale, but I didn't put it all together. But I was like, no, I watched this video, and it was cool, and I want to go see how he applies it. Yo, I'm fucking scared of horror movies, guy. I didn't know it was a horror movie, guy. But it's not really a horror movie, but I'm scared of horror movies. And, let me say, we are scared of horror movies. We're driving. I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't search it. I didn't nothing. I just plugged in fucking, let me get these 2 tickets. I got at my scene points, I popped a couple scene points and watch a movie, right? Fucking horror movie. Jesus Christ. Whew. Anyways, I saw it.
And how do you feel? What do you think about it?
I mean, I'm still recovering from the horror movie part. No, it was good.
Yes.
Especially the acting was good. The cinematography was, because I was watching for that too, like when it changed or how it changed. Because sometimes it just changed, but sometimes
I wish I knew. I wish I knew, because
it's in a scene, like when you focus in on some shit.
I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that he had changed up, like different ratios throughout the film. I just know that when we sat down, I said to Carla, I said, "Hey, this is an IMAX." I go, "Look at the screen. The screen is more square than usual, right? Like it's not as rectangular or wide as usual.
It's just it's not the biggest screen with the biggest this and the."
So I said it to her, right? But then it's not until maybe after I saw the movie that I heard that he was manipulating ratios. So I'm like, damn, like I didn't even get to watch to like look and see when that was all happening, So I mean, if I watch it again, I'm definitely gonna look for that.
But I think I might have gotten lost in the whole thing because it was a horror movie. I might have got, and I was going for the thing. I might have got lost in the story a little bit, because even like to say there was a scene where they just walked like across the street, basically. That's
yes,
the
grocery
the
store.
wife. Yeah, right. The wife or whatever. When the girl goes to get her mom, right?
Right.
And it switched right there when she started walking, and I was like, wow. Because it's just like it's like full portrait at that point. Because before they're in the grocery store, and then she has to leave to start walking.
Shit, I might go see that again today.
All you see when they're walking is the face, right? Just focused right on the face.
I know that was a one shot,
right? And so, but now it's like this, and that's all you see, and everything goes out for a second. It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So that was good. I mean, I guess for a horror movie, it wasn't the horror-ish movie, I guess I can handle a vampire movie versus like a straight horror movie. But I thought it was good.
Yeah. I didn't even recognize that it was I didn't recognize that it was actually a horror movie. I didn't know that that's what I was going into.
Mm.
You know, it was not until that one scene where, you know, they go into the Ku Klux Klan guy's house and like, oh, okay, this switch up.
Mm.
You know, so I didn't recognize that. I didn't realize that's what I was in for. But it was dope.
Did you know it was so black too?
I knew that. I mean,
See, I didn't necessarily realize it was so black either.
No, I figured that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool, and I loved the way that they. What I initially loved was just the effect of how they had Michael B. Jordan playing with Michael B. Jordan, and not necessarily across or opposed from Michael B. Jordan, but like almost like sometimes like he'd be in his arms, you know, like they'd be like hugged up together, like, you know, and it was just so seamless.
Yeah.
Seamless.
No, good.
And Michael B. Jordan did a great job of like, you know, this convincing me that he is actually two different people in that.
You can see the subtleties.
Yeah. It was
like
good.
the small, like the big stuff was easy to tell, right? Like, but some of the little small things just completely change character, sort of.
When I was done watching the movie, I'm like, this is really good. Like, I really, really like it. I said to Carla, I said, what do you think about this movie? Because Carla's a tough critic on a lot of things, like very tough critic. And she goes, you know what? I think this might be the best movie I've ever seen. I said,
oh wow, eh?
I said, what? Like, I was surprised to hear that. She goes, yeah, like they did everything perfect. You know, like the horror wasn't like over the top. The you know, the singing, the cinematography, everything was just done perfect, and there was no why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? You know, like everything that they did made sense of why they were doing it. You know,
there were some wows, I guess, in the movie, right? A little bit of wow.
Where you go? Like where?
Like the singing, for example, that wowed me at first, but then after it wowed you, it kind of, you're like you said, it made sense. I thought it didn't come off. I was like, wait a second, and then that one scene took me a second.
Oh, the one
when he's playing the music, right?
Yes.
Is that right? He's playing the music in that scene.
Yes.
Right.
And they go through the evolution of music and spirituality all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a heavy scene.
That was like, whoa, all right. I had to breathe through it and just take it in. Once you take it in, it's like, okay, I get it. Again, another example of that.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Kareem saw it yesterday. Kareem saw it yesterday, or no, I think he saw it on Friday, and then he called me right after he's seen it, and it's like, yo, what do you think of the movie? I was like, I think the movie is really good. He goes, on the surface level, I give this movie a 9 out of 10. On in-depth level, I give it a 15 out of 10. I was like, damn. So I hear the movie's getting the rave reviews everywhere, but I see why, you know?
Yeah, I haven't followed up yet. We went to watch it last night, so I haven't really read too much.
Oh, you saw it last night?
Yeah.
Ah, sick.
Yeah. Yesterday in the afternoon, so I haven't done my usual, YouTube a thing or two on it quite yet to see what else I learned, because I'm the depth. I've seen some of the depth, but I know there's more depth to it, I guess, too. I actually have an article saved. I gotta go find it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess now that I saw it, I'm sure there's a lot more things that I probably missed. Even just like what you're saying with the manipulation of the ratios, like I didn't even take that in. I knew that there was something happening, but I just didn't even pay attention. And usually that's something that I would like to,
that's what I want to go look for, is an explanation of how he used it specifically in those scenes. Now that it's out, that's what I want. Or there's got to be a video about that somewhere. So.
And apparently he made some deal that is kind of a first in Hollywood, where he gets profit off the front end of the movie, and also he gets all rights to the movie after 25 years.
I heard something like that, right? That's interesting.
So that's pretty cool. And I guess it's because he really had some sort of like reverence for this movie that he did.
Mm.
Because I also read that it's not something that he's looking for in all the projects he does going forward. It's just that this one particularly
He
you
just
know
wanted it.
felt close to home and he wanted to have the rights to it. And
Mm.
Mhm.
That. That's good though.
So if you were to rate it 9 out of 10, if you were to rate Sinners 9 out of 10, how do you rate it? Sorry. I
I
said 9 out
understand.
of
Don't
10.
worry. I understand English, guy. It's okay.
If you were
I'll
to
let
rate
you know,
Sinners
sorry.
out of 10, what rating do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 right now. Because like that's my floor. That's my floor. Like we were talking about Adolescence the other day. How Adolescence, just the cinematography gave me like a 7 floor.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's a 9 out of 10. It probably can't get any worse because I'm already considering all the vampire shit, all the gore. Woo. So like it couldn't be worse than a 9 out of 10. But I gotta go do my research and then see from there. Preliminary reviews.
Preliminary
It was
review.
good. It was good. The acting was great. Everybody was good. It's just EBGBs, yo. That's all.
I as well give it a 9 out of 10.
After when did you see it?
I saw it last week Thursday. Last week Friday, sorry. So I saw it a week ago, and I've gained a new appreciation for Michael B. Jordan. I get a new appreciation for him. Like I mean, I always liked him as an actor. You know, I didn't put him on any type of pedestal or anything. But while I was watching this movie, I don't know what happened, but there was a scene where I was just looking at him. They must have did a close up of his face. You know what I mean? And I was just looking at him, and I was like, you know what?
Changed, yo.
Yeah, ratio might have changed. Might have changed my whole ratio up here too. And I was like, you know what? Is this guy like my new favorite actor? And the thing is, I've never had a favorite actor per se. You know what I mean? But there was something about seeing him in this particular scene that, like, it was talking to me, like it was saying to me, recognize I am him.
Yeah.
You know, that's the feeling I was getting. I was like, man, this guy, he's him right now. Like he is the guy. Like a lot of people revere him as that already.
Did you watch that show yet? First on the Call List. I was talking about on Apple TV.
No.
Watch that show, because he's in it too. Watch it, man.